Good morning, everyone. Well, these last 3-4 days have been a marathon, a very good one though, because we have covered so many different topics and have learned so much. And I'm really, really delighted to be here today again to address you at the SIGA Grid Forum. I would like to take the opportunity just to remind and refresh your memory, for those of you who haven't heard what we do at the United Nations at the Department of Economic and Social Affairs, that I lead the Division for Inclusive Social Development, so I hope I will be able to contribute a tiny bit more today with other things the division does. And I will not cover the issue of the role of sport in recovering from COVID. It has been already well discussed throughout these days. But definitely I would like to bring to your attention a key recommendation that is to ensure the participation of all people, of all ages and abilities and then ethnicity and religion. And we have heard that these days talking about equity and equal opportunities of men and girls in the arena of sport. And the same should apply when we talk about diversity and inclusion to all members of the society, including indigenous peoples, persons with disabilities, older people, youth, of course, and the family, why not, where the various generations meet, and it's wonderful through sport to unite families. I would like also to bring to your attention, my attention, that we should carry on these conversations, the conversations we had these days, and make sure that whatever we decide has to be sustainable. So that's another aspect of the conversations we had, the 2030 Agenda and its sustainable 17 development goals. So again, I've heard so many of you focusing, when it comes to the activities you carry on the importance of sustainability. So we spoke about diversity, we spoke about sustainability, and we touched the very different areas where all of this applies, from fashion to technology to design, related to sport activities, of course, and sport products and services. And we spoke about STEAM, which is so very important because it creates new jobs for youth, but also for those who want to go back to work or who want to reinvent themselves in the contemporary world where many jobs have changed in their nature. And I would like to ask you one question before ending these short remarks. For both those present here and those who are listening, because you're connected. How many of you, and I would really like to see hands raised, if you could raise your hands, how many of you practice any kind of sport? Do the same at home, please. I see many hands up. Keep them up. Keep them up. How many of you who practice a sport wear glasses? Okay, thank you. And now, how many of you, and this is very private as an answer, so you can raise your hand or not, have some form of disability? Okay, thank you. I see here, at least in the auditorium, no hands up. Now, we know that when it comes to assistive technologies, many sports, in the Paralympics, for instance, athletes can benefit of assistive technologies. We also know that when it comes to fashion or sports, for many sports, we need to use other kind of glasses, right? For skiing or because we're diving, or snorkeling, whatever. However, what I find interesting, and here I talk about inclusion, and we also said it's very important to change the mindset of people. So here I am trying to help you to change your mindset. These glasses that many of you are wearing, we use them because our eyes are not as fit as they used to be. It means that we have a visual impairment. It means that all of you who are wearing glasses have a disability. And yet, when I asked you how many of you in this room have some form of disability, none of you raised the hand. So what I'm trying to say here is that the way we perceive ourselves and how we are perceived by the society makes a huge difference. Decades ago, wearing glasses, it meant to be bullied. Nowadays, it is fashionable. We have designers spending millions of dollars to make these glasses high-tech, pretty to look at, with different frames and colors and materials. And if we do not need to use sight glasses, we want to wear them in any case. Sunglasses, fancy. Now, this is what sport can do. We can achieve the same kind of overcoming prejudices and perception, the same kind of inclusion, to see, not even to notice anymore when someone wears glasses. I would like to see the same applied to athletes and people who enjoy sports and use technical aids. Mine is a teeny bit still in the realm of not fashionable. It's not a fashion yet. But I would like to see designers, whenever we come to races of persons with disabilities, physical like mine, etc., or in any case, when you want to go out with your friends and do some pushing with those who are running, etc., please consider tech, fashion, inclusion, diversity, changing mindset. Think the power sport has on this. And this is what we hope to achieve at the United Nations with your help. And this is what I call inclusion. Thank you.